Alright, so there's no chapter this week, just to be clear, right? There is not supposed to be any Black Clover chapters. Like, no surprise. Chapter 395, correct? Alright, good. Just to be safe. Because, with the surprise chapters for My Academia and One Piece, which, I do have to wonder, do these, like, golden weeks and all that, is there something like we outside, like we from our countries have an issue with knowing when a chapter's gonna come out, or does Japan also have the same issues? Like they're surprised when a chapter comes out because like it's so usually so unknown. Also, I'm pretty sure the One Piece chapter did have it stated it's gonna be on break next week, and so does Black Clover's chapter this week. Well, last week, but still, regardless. There seems to be no chapters. There's new chapters this week, so we can actually talk about the chapter 358 today. Good. So, anyways, greetings, Motos. I am Natus, the ruler of the underworld, and today we are reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 358, titled Flame Burial. So yeah, I guess we're burying Morris quickly. Like I know a lot of people had like a very negative thought on Morris because how easily he was beaten, but still, I thought he was at least going to remain like a bit while longer. I mean, come on. But well, we all knew what was coming. We all knew. Let's go dig him back in the grave. Kind of weird. He got a whole chapter being brought back. Yeah, the Dark Triad were just corpses essentially, but who cares? So, anyways, we start this chapter off where the Magic Knight who was staring at the Miller getting her arm getting disintegrated or whatever. As we see a different perspective, which it seems okay. I know that Black Clover's designs are usually more on the badass side. Like we usually don't get like comical designs, but something about the way that Morris's cloak looks when he is in powder form from a wide perspective just looks kind of funny. Like his like layer lap coat because it's coat looks twice as long as it was originally. As well as the fact that the ones around him or his wings, I think that's supposed to be his wings. Just look at it like giant butterfly wings. I mean, it makes sense why a butterfly, since butterflies usually used as meta, as a metaphor for evolution or something. But it's kind of funny seeing. It just kind of looks comical. But yeah, anyways, we have a couple of magic knights screaming at Miller with Lady Merlin as she loses her arm. And then we see some other hands about to do the same thing to the rest of Meliora, which makes me kind of wonder how she's supposed to be brought back. Maybe it's a completely new body, or maybe you can just bring people back, but even if they don't have a head or something. I mean, remember, like, Morris was missing a lot of his limbs, so maybe the idea is, like, just you have them lose some bio part, but it will be brought back regardless. But yeah, anyways, then we have Meliora using Hellfire Incarnate, to be able to, not to get decayed, as then she burns her arm back together. I guess has more of a control with it, even granting her regeneration. Oh my god, it smells like way too OP if you really think about it. Like it's not as OP as but this still is extremely hacks. Anyways, then we have her use her new hand to burn some of the hands that Morris was having. As Morris tells her, Key, fascinating. I've never seen a human whose body is so close to mana itself. Question, did Morris always say key? Because reading it kind of makes me remember Zagret, and I think he was the one who had like this like key kind of laugh style. Not certain, maybe I should have went back to check, but I really do feel like this is supposed to have been more of a Zagret thing. Is it possible that he may have Zagret as a devil? I mean, I do think Zagret had similar horns to Moaz that Moaz has right now. Well, the ones in front, anyways, not the big ones in the back. And I do consider Zagret to be someone who is just below a Cliffa Devil. So I'm not entirely certain if this isn't supposed to be Zagret in there. Hmm. Interesting. We'll have to see if that's going to play out. But anyways, then we have more starting to explain to us as we see him destroying some of the magic attacks that the other magic knights were sending at him. As he says, "This body Master Lucius gave me breaks down everything it touches, just using Operation Dismantle," which I'm not certain if this is supposed to mean that he got like the devil's ability to disintegrate anything. Although it could just be something that it's just Zagre's magic, but this time he doesn't need to actually speak it. I mean, Zagre's magic was just word soul magic, so maybe Operation Dismantle is a thing that activates it. While the hands are just another way to like send this thing in there. Although to be fair, I don't think there was like that. Although to be fair, I do believe that thing about Zagre's magic is there was more like a wide range, so took everything. It wasn't like very few times was there anything specific that been attacked. Either just went like a sword storm or like that weird creature that destroying the Zagre's evidence has mana type of thing. But yeah, anyways, they have Morris experience. He has like a little visual of him like holding Meliona's hand in the flames. Well, flames just. It's also even this Neverland spell. Or maybe this is supposed to be the fairy that the. Well, actually, I think that's supposed to be the fairy that Unicrea as he's going destroying. As most as so you can counter my tentacles and instantly form new fists from mana. It's marvelous, referring to the spell, as he then tells her, but my operation and the speed at which my tentacles regenerate are much, much faster. I guess we can at least assume these tentacles according to him are not, a part of his body or his power form, they're just like something extra because it's not like how quickly he can generate them. I feel like you could probably generate like magical, boosts quicker than if there was a full limb. But to be fair, that balance do have some kind of regeneration, even though it's very difficult to say. It's just kind of funny how OP is Dante's was, but these guys have something that seems like anything that's oversized will just beat them. As they have Meliona laughing, it's like Kiki, which may again be, which may just prove that it's not that good, but still, I'm not certain. As although honestly, I think it still is Morris. As Morris can tell, so she still has like her green. He goes for another strike with her fist is just regenerated. As he tells her, "How long will your real body last?" I would honestly say, how long can her mana last? Since I mean, I assume this spell is supposed to like drain her mana. Even if she does a very high amount, she should still like lose it at least to some degree. Anyways, did we see some random uh, Crimson Lion King's member? I do think we have his name, but I can't remember it right now. Imagine a background character whose belly appeared. Its name, I can't remember it. Who would have thought? As there, this guy thinks of Lady Meliona's flames annihilated everything. She's the only one who can fight him. But if this goes on, you. So yeah, he's even realizing, she can destroy him all that day, but with that spell he's gonna be able to destroy her before she can do that to him. And then I was just laughing at him, but I don't care, I'm hitting him! Which makes me imply that she heard what he was thinking, which is kind of weird. There's a very clearly monologue in his thought process. But yeah, regardless, then we cut to a bit away from this as we see so the people panicking, "Wah, eek!" As we see Fugolian protecting the civilians as four of those weird paladin-esque statue golem creatures are striking them. I would have thought Fugolian would be strong enough to destroy if one of them, especially with this Neverland spell boosting him, but it's not. I guess Fugolian still didn't manage to learn a transformation after, who knows how long. But regardless, we see Fugolian for some reason being damaged by it as Salman destroys another. Well, I'm assuming destroys another of those golem creatures. As then we have Fugolian be all serious. As then we see some people saying, "Lord Fugolian, please, you can do it, Lord Fugolian." Nope, he can't. Like, the guy has been failing in every single fucking saga so far, and yet people still think he's some kind of OP character because he had a very good introduction. Like, this guy really doesn't do shit. But regardless, we see some other magic, Crimson King Magic Knights, which Again, like no Leopold at all. Like we see some again another I think randomly named Magic Knight and some background like literally no name Magic Knight there, but no Leopold at all. Like where the fuck is he at this point? Like legitimate question, where the fuck is Leopold at this point? I got like at least I get like wide shots of characters when it's just supposed to have be like an kind of a show in just there, but like where is he right now? But regardless, we didn't have Fugolion, I think, saying, "Damn it, we are the." Actually, I think it might just be the random members of the members of the Crimson Lion Kings that they're like, "Damn it, we are the Crimson Lion Kings. Isn't there anything we can do?" No, because your father. Like again, like this is like I really get why people are shocked they can't do anything. I mean, the way the power system has been established before the Spade Saga has literally been made. Anyone who isn't a stage one up is essentially useless. That's what happens when you reduce the power system to just how much fucking mana you have. Everything I forgot turning back and she's like sister. And then we have Monroe screaming her meaning her ass out as she continues to sense the flames at those arms and they're destroyed. As we get like this very cool shot of it. But her arms are slowly getting destroyed as well. As then we see Moore saying, "It's over!" as he sends some of those hands manage to finally break through as they are going to touch Melina to destroy her. As then we get two Crimson Lion Kings, the one that was previously, and I think just another one who's named, but it doesn't matter. Both of them jumping in there to block those hands from reaching Meliona. And Mel's like, wait a second, what? Why did they here? Are they protecting me? Like, I was just gonna burn through it even more, right? As then we have Meliona be like, wait, what? You're like, close to that reaction. As then we get those two Magic Knights be like, the rest is up to you, ma'am. Is they like to be like having master defenses they are dying. I mean your sacrifices will be worth it. Although to be fair, it's now giving me kind of flashbacks to go Dawn with essentially their deaths are supposed to be the thing that's going to like be the real raising the stakes. Like everyone else is gonna be fine, just those random kind of name barely above named members of the Gold Squad Magic Knight Squad's going to be the stake raisers. But anyways, then we get like Meliona for once, not like laughing, but get okay. Now it's time to get serious. This isn't some, something I can just scream and laugh my ass out. Surprisingly enough, now I'm actually going to have to, beat the shit out of him and then fights. Like a lot depends on it. She goes there for a strike. As then we have see those guys fully being disintegrated. As well more laughing like, Kiki, you burned both the tentacles and the allies who shielded you. That was tremendously effective. So I guess Morris's personality is now just gonna be the guy who is prioritizes like rationality and logic above all else. I mean, to be fair, I can see it. It's just that Morris was so underdeveloped and previously that's kind of difficult to take him seriously. And here it's like, all right, he's actually gonna be like, all right, what's the most logical and rational action to solve this problem? As Emily screaming and as I don't think she's supposed to be laughing, but the way her giant structure looks like a smile. As she's screaming, I'm hitting you no matter what! As we see some random no-name comes like he's like realizing saying I was like, wait a minute, we are useless fodder. We can literally be used as shields so she can hit him while we just die because we are absolutely useless. As they have the Magic Knight screaming, Shield Lady Meliona, help her, keep up the attack! Keep being the human shields is more active if you think about it. As then Morris laughing, no matter how, well, not laughing, he's just kind of telling, no matter how many lives you sacrifice, it's still useless! As he keeps disintegrating, as Mel burns and burns and burns over everything we see a bunch of them dying all over as one of people's hands actually going past her. As we have Golion also turning to what's going on, it's like sad because these are his comments and he's their captain. Now they're all dying just to keep Meliona, around so she can beat the shit out of Morris. Which too many deaths are gonna be given to Morris, I feel like. Don't let Morris be the one who's supposed to be raising the stakes here, people. Do not give that. Although now I'm thinking that those Magic Knights are gonna be born as paladins, and now Meliona and Morse are going to have to finish them off. Who knows if it's gonna end up being like 5 4s, but we'll have to see how this is gonna turn out. As they have Fugora explain, well, giving us a bit of an explanation, he's like the most clever one, so he can assume what's going on better. It's like his physical breakdown and regeneration, he can't possibly do that indefinitely. He has a limit. Meliodas knows that. That's why she's challenging him. As we see like a little close up of the between his tentacles and the rope, as we see a little like a little ash, like saying that Meliodas already reaching his general perspective. As they we have Fugolius of why she's risking, or maybe that's I think Fugolion is supposed to be saying so why she's risking her life, which is weird. Maybe this is supposed to be more speaking because I feel like he's the one who would have this comment more likely than Fugolion. But regardless, he then screams, "Rest assured, no matter how foolish or incompetent you were, Master Lucius will recreate you and make you all equal." Doubtful. I feel like the paladin ones are going to be stronger than the regular ones. Not to mention, you yourself stated that the ones who are not going to be, up for his up to Lucius and are going to be turned to those golems. And I'm pretty sure that you're stronger than her these golems. Hell, even the paladin, although I would say the ones who were sent to the line of rising sun were weaker than you guys. Even you more, it's all fucking dipshits. But yeah, regardless, Morris is gonna go to recreate her, or try to destroy her. And then have Familiar screaming at him, "Shut your mouth, puppet! That dauntless, the dauntless Crimson Lion Kings won't submit to a sketchy nobody like you." Which is, to be fair, kind of true. I mean, you are just a nobody more. It's like you are supposed to be on the great things, but now you're just a punching bag for characters. As then we have Million saying to herself, the more she, well, I think for Golion saying to think about it, as he's like, the more she fights, the more intense the flames of her Hellfire incarnate grow, which is how the Hellfire incarnate works, where her firepower just increases. I don't think in mana, but just destructive capabilities. Although honestly, I feel like at this point she should have been probably able to do more than this. I mean, there's like a thing where she does debuff after she loses that form. I don't know really. I'm sure Black Clover fans will tell me that she keeps all their firepower and destruction. But regardless, then we have Minotaur and her Claymores. They turn this fire to an inferno! Kaleidos, branching purgatory, flame burial! In fact, the spell she's up close and personal with Morris to smack him down to the end, to the hell itself, and make sure that he stays down this time. As there we have Meliana screaming to Morris like, we're like, "Oh, she's not going to lose again." As Meliana says, "As a tribute to my fallen brigade members, I swear I'll burn you and my life to ashes." I don't think they want you to die this quickly, but fine, if you want to die to ashes so quickly, then you can die so quickly. As then we get up close, and yeah. Now, will this attack? Now, I believe there's a month-long break, which is feels because the point is gonna be a month-long break. I do believe 2 weeks possibly is how long there are no chapters when it's Golden Week. So I guess it would make sense why at least half of that. That would be. I don't see why you have it. Yeah, half, but who knows? Maybe it's supposed to be like to get like more of a plan out situation, or to kind of establish everything. Especially since I don't want to think it was like that big of many of like failing of art. Although this chapter doesn't really have much of backgrounds. Now I'm looking at like there's a lot of more air and all like more empty looking at it. So maybe that's why it's supposed to be like the showing. But to be fair, it's more of a sky thing. But regardless, we are on a month-long break. Now, will the attack actually connect and actually destroy Moas? It's Black Clover. Usually, when chapters, especially in the previous arc, usually when the chapters end, the attack still does reach it. I mean, just look. I mean, I just reread the Spade Saga. Like, how many times do we end the chapters off with a character either directly hitting or about to strike, and then there's like no real like and it's still continuing the next chapter. Like it went through. Like it was all like, oh, is it gonna happen anything? And maybe you can make an argument because she technically didn't slam Lucius's, Morris's face down to the ground yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's Meliona. She's one of those characters where I would totally see Tabata doing that. So, and also I don't really see how Morris would be able to survive this attack. Like, he doesn't have, well, we know he doesn't have any kind of spells. Like, even Zaga, I don't think he had, like, a spell that would allow him to, like, avoid everything automatically as quickly. So yeah, he's probably, I would say, getting slammed down, and I do feel like it would probably be a good way to show her destroying him, since just to beat the allegations from the using some, having the strongest using, then and like one direct hit by the strongest user took down Heave, one direct hit from Melior took down Morris. I think it makes sense, especially that's gotta be somewhere we're going. But yeah, that's about it. I do think the hit's gonna connect. Is Morse actually gonna be out? 50-50 on that, but we'll see how this is gonna play out. But anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.